Hello friends, welcome to the channel Law and Government Job Exams Cluster. Today in this video we are going to discuss the rest of the questions of CBI Assistant Public Prosecutor, CBI Public Prosecutor and Delhi Assistant Public Prosecutor exam, which was held on 25th of November 2017 by UPSC through CBRT computer based recruitment test. Before going further, I would request you to kindly subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and like button. Also post your comment and queries in the comment section. Last time in the three videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, we have discussed the question number 1 to 50 for the post of CBI Assistant Public Prosecutor, CBI Public Prosecutor and Delhi Assistant Public Prosecutor exam. And this was the exam which was held through CBRT process, computer based recruitment test by UPSC across various centers and on 25th of November 2017. So today we are going to discuss the question number 51 onwards. Question number 51. In which one of the following cases Justice Vivian Bose laid down the law relating to murder under clause 30 of section 300 of Indian Penal Code 1860? A. Rajwant Singh vs State of Kerala. B. Enda vs State of Rajasthan. C. Virsa Singh vs State of Punjab. Or D. State vs Punaya. The answer for question number 51 is C, that is Virsa Singh vs State of Punjab. Question number 52. Which one of the following section of the Indian Penal Code 1860 does not attract punishment to a public servant who failed to record any information given to him under subsection 1 of section 154 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973? Section 326A, B section 376A, C section 366 or option D section 509. The answer for question number 52 is C, that is section 363. Question number 53. Printing or publishing of the name or any matter which may make known the identity of the victim of offences under section 376, 376A, 376B, 376C, 376D or section 376E of Indian Penal Code 1860 is not permissible if the A. Investigation officer by order in writing permits to do so. B. Victim has given authorization in writing. C. Next kin of the minor victim has given authorization in writing. Or D. Authorization is given by the next kin to his close friend in writing. The answer for question number 53 is option D, that is authorization is given by the next kin to his close friend in writing. Question number 54. In which one of the following cases did the Supreme Court given guidelines for the constitution of Family Welfare Committee by the District Legal Services Authority to look into the complaints filed under section 498A of the IPC? Option A. Rajesh Sharma and others versus State of Uttar Pradesh and another. Option B. Preeti Gupta and another versus State of Jharkhand. Option C. Anesh Kumar versus State of Bihar and another. Or option D. K. Srinivasa Rao versus D.A. Deepa. The answer for question number 54 is option A, Rajesh Sharma and others versus State of Uttar Pradesh and another. Question number 55. Which one of the following statement for the offence of criminal conspiracy is not correct? Option A. Two or more persons agreed to do an illegal act. Option B. Meeting of minds is an essential ingredient. Option C. The act intended necessarily should take place. Option D. It is immaterial whether the illegal act is the ultimate object of such agreement or is merely incidental to that object. The answer for question number 55 is option C, that is the act intended necessarily should take place. Question number 56. Which one of the following kind of hurts is not designated as grievous? Option A. Emasculation. Option B. The sufferer is unable to follow his ordinary pursuit for a period of 2 weeks. Option C. Permanent disfiguration of the head or face. Or option D. Fracture of a bone. The answer for question number 56 is option B, that is the sufferer is unable to follow his ordinary pursuit for a period of 2 weeks. Question number 57. Which one of the following is not an exception for the offence of defamation? Option A. To express in good faith any opinion whatever respecting the conduct of a public servant in the discharge of his public duty. Option B, to express in good faith any opinion whatever respecting the conduct of any person touching any personal question and respecting his character so far as his character appears in that conduct and no further. Option C, to express in good faith any opinion respecting the merits of any performance which is its author has submitted to the judgment of the public. Or option D, to publish substantially true report of the proceedings of a court of justice or of the results of any such proceeding. The answer for question number 57 is option B, that is to express in good faith any opinion whatever respecting the conduct of any person touching any personal question and respecting his character so far as his character appears in that conduct and no further. Question number 58. X finds a valuable ring on the roadside. He sells it immediately without attempting to discover the owner. Which one of the following offences X is guilty of? Option A, criminal breach of trust. Option B, cheating. Option C, dishonest misappropriation of property. Or option D, theft. The answer for question number 58 is option C, that is dishonest misappropriation of property. Question number 59. Which one of the following is a necessary ingredients to initiate prosecution against the husband for the death of a married woman under section 304 of the Indian Penal Code 1860? Option A, death caused within 7 years of her marriage. Option B, death caused within 2 years of judicial separation. Option C, death caused within 1 year of the order of restitution of conjugal rights by a court of competent jurisdiction. Or option D, death caused within 3 years of her marriage. The answer for question number 59 is option A, death caused within 7 years of her marriage. Question number 60. In which one of the following cases did the Supreme Court strike down section 303 of the Indian Penal Code 1860 as unconstitutional? Option A, Bachchan Singh versus State of Punjab. Option B, Machi Singh versus State of Punjab. Option C, Mithu versus State of Punjab. Or option D, Dhananjay Chatterjee versus State of West Bengal. The answer for question number 60 is option C, Mithu versus State of Punjab. Question number 61. Which one of the following statement does not attract the general exception mentioned in chapter 4 of the Indian Penal Code 1860? Option A, order issued by a judge for the execution of a sentence of death. Option B, act of a child below the age of 7 years. Option C, voluntary intoxication. Or option D, act of a person of unsound mind. The answer for question number 61 is option C, that is voluntary intoxication. Question number 62. Which one of the following section of the Indian Penal Code 1860 is an offence or to voluntarily omit to supply the needs and wants of a helpless person for whom the person is bound by a lawful contract? Option A, section 296. Option B, section 468 subsection C. Section 46 option C, section 491. Or option D, section 508. The answer for question number 62 is option C, that is section 491. Question number 63. Plea of alibi, rule of evidence is recognized in which one of the following section in the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Option A, section 9. Option B, section 10. Option C, section 11. Or option D, section 11. Here friends, it is the misprinting is there, so it is showing A, B, B, B and C, whereas it is A, B, C, D. The answer for question number 63 is option C, that is section 11. Which one of the following declaration is not correct with respect to the rule of res gestae? Option A, must relate to the act which is in issue or relevant. Option B, must relate to and explain the accompanying facts. Option C, must be independent fact previous or subsequent not relating to the transaction. Or option D, must be substantially contemporaneous with the fact. The answer for question number 64 is option C, that is must be independent facts previous or subsequent not relating to the transaction. Question number 65. The best evidence rule excludes secondary evidence of document if originals are available. Option B, originals are not available. Option C, circumstantial evidence exists. Or option D, oral evidence is given in the case. The answer for question number 65 is option A, originals are available. Question number 66. Fact in issue is defined under the Indian Evidence Act 1872 that include any fact from which either by itself or in connection with other facts that exist, the existence, non-existence, nature or extent of any right, liability or disability asserted or denied in any suit or proceeding necessarily follows in a case where A is accused of the murder. Which one of the following fact is not a fact in issue? Option A, that A caused the murder. Option B, that A intentionally caused the murder. Option C, that A was too poor. Or option D, that A was incapable of knowing the nature of the act due to unsoundness of mind. The answer for question number 66 is option C, that is that A was too poor. Question number 67, dying declaration under section 32 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 is an exception to the rule of option A, direct evidence, option B, hearsay, option C, admissions, or option D, estoppel. The answer for question number 67 is option B, hearsay. Question 68, under the provision of Indian Evidence Act 1872 shall presume means option A, presumption of law as well as irrebutable presumption, option B, presumption of law as well as rebuttal presumption, option C, presumption of fact as well as irrebutable presumption, or option D, presumption of fact as well as rebuttal presumption. The answer for question number 68 is option B, that is presumption of law as well as rebutable presumption. Question number 69, which one of the following is a presumption under section 112 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Option A, amendment of suicide by a married woman, option B, legitimacy of the child, option C, dowry debt, or option D, absence of consent in certain prosecution for rape. The answer for question number 69 is option B, that is legitimacy of a child. Question number 70, which one of the following statement with regard to dying declaration is not correct? Option A, dying declaration can be the sole basis of conviction if it inspires the full confidence of the court. Option B, where the court is satisfied that the declaration is true and voluntary, it can base its conviction without any further corroboration. Option C, a dying declaration given to a close relative shall be the sole evidence for the conviction of the accused. Or option D, where dying declaration is suspicious, it should not be acted upon without corroborative evidence. The answer for question number 70 is C, a dying declaration given to a close relative shall be the sole evidence for conviction of the accused. Here friends, today we are ending this video from question number 50 till question number 70. Further questions will be discussed in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.